YouTube, what's up? It's Josh, FJ55 Iron Pig. Minor adjustments. Thanks for clicking on the video as always. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video last night that I posted about the BCM stock, the quick little video I used. I think it expressed what it looks like pretty well. And a few of you watched that. I wanted to do a little more in-depth, kind of like a first impressions and how to install the stock. Well, let's get started. So this is the normal configuration. You got your standard mil-spec stock. Had a brain fart there. Here's your standard mil-spec stock. Comes with a lot of different manufacturers. It does the job well. It's not the most expensive. It's not the uber cool one. Like the one I'd really like to have one day is the Magpul UBR. That thing looks awesome. I've never even touched one or had a firearm with one. It just looks so cool and so functional at the same time. But it costs like $285, so this guy is not getting one of those. If you're unfamiliar with how to remove a standard stock, this goes for almost all manufacturers of AR-15 stocks. Main ones, like this, is just a run-of-the-mill, everyday old stock. Magpul, I believe just about every one of theirs, in one way or form or another, does the same thing. All you have to do, you extend your stock all the way. Keep in mind this only works with adjustable stocks. And here, you can pull it down, and that releases it. Kind of hard to do on camera. So here, let me show you what's happening when you do that. On your buffer tube, your receiver tube, whatever you want to call it, see all these holes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 holes. Before I go further, a brief primer. Do I have a mil-spec or commercial buffer tube? How in the world do I know? Internet's full of crappy answers. You could do diameter checking because they have a specific diameter, and that's what determines one of the true things that really determines the difference. Wait for my camera to focus. There we go. Mil-spec is 1.15 inches in diameter. Commercial is 1.17. That's really not a lot of difference. They're talking about right here, this difference right here. It will make a difference because if you use a stock that's too big for the mil-spec, it's going to wiggle a whole bunch, and vice versa, it'll be too tight. You can cause threading problems in your receiver. On your lower receiver here, the threads are a certain way as well. If you notice, see how my threads are even with the tube? Not all, but a lot of commercial ones are higher. And that's because mil-spec, they start with a blank piece of metal and they grind out the threads, then they mill down the rest of the tube. That's why it's flush. Another big giveaway on the majority of buffer tubes is this. Boom. It's nice and flat. If you have a commercial, it's cut at an angle this way. Don't know why. Haven't researched it, didn't really care. Majority of the time, if you see it this way, it's a commercial. If you see it cut off squared like that, it's military. Or not military, sorry, mil-spec. So, we saw what it looks like with that. Throw that in the bin to win. And yeah, here it is. Now, I took it off at lunch here. I'm at lunch as usual. And I took it back off because it was very easy to install and deinstall. Uninstall if you like that wording better. But here she is in all her beautiful glory. Check out this butt pad, by the way. As far as, oh wait, we got a annoying, sorry about that, I didn't even notice that there. There, that's better. Check out that butt pad. I love that star. Grippiness, I'd say medium to medium hardish. But it's just soft enough, and it's not going to overly grip your clothes, especially if you're dealing with nylon webbing on any tactical stuff you're wearing, or tactical if you're the operator. This is actually, I guess, designed for operators and LEOs and people who are not gentle giants when it comes to their weapons. BCM has a video on YouTube where they actually take this, imagine the guns on it, and drop it, I think it's 30 or 40 feet, straight onto concrete. Functions flawlessly after that. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. Yeah. Was it? Oh, that's what I was showing you. Man, got sidetracked. I apologize. How rude of me. This is what you're looking at in there. That round piece of metal is what plugs into the holes on the tube. When you pull it down this way, it completely removes it from the channel so it can't lock it in, so you can take it off. When you depress it to adjust it, it only takes it down partially. That way it doesn't fall off the end of your rifle. This has the same thing. You got this metal tube, but inside here it's hollow. They're channels. Why, you might ask? I'm sorry. Yeah. Because there's a piece of plastic that rides along those channels that tightens it up onto the receiver tube itself, making a much snugger fit and a better feel in hand, and it feels more quality because it is quality. Now BCM, in fact, here you go. Look at all that shine. BCM, made in USA, patent pending. If you look at the adjustment handle, whatever it's called, as I depress it, oh, what's that? A circle appears. See that? You are a lucky person. Because one, you can use this if you prefer, leather mutt with the takedown pin. Or, let me see if I pulled it out. I think I did. Yeah, there it is. Take a firing pin. Here's my spare firing pin. What you're going to do is you're going to depress here and you poke that through. So let's do that right now. You have to press pretty hard. Alright? If your hands are a little weak, you may want to press it against a desk or something. But it's still up. Oh no. All you have to do is pull down like that. You don't have to hold it there. With a lot of other ones like Magpul and whatnot, you have to hold it back the whole time. It's under spring tension. This is too, but this negates the spring. Assembly. It can only go on one way. By the way, if you try to put this on a commercial stock, it's not going to fit. Do not force it. You'll ruin it. Go get yourself a mil-spec buffer tube. So, we're on my stock. Or I'm sorry, we're on the receiver. Depress slightly. Remove firing pin. Function check. Full extension. It works. Bring it in. Each click. Works great. If you have an ASP like I do, ambidextrous sling point, I believe that's what it stands for, you cannot close it all the way. See? That's slight. Well, I'm sorry, I lied to you. You can close it all the way. It's just that this does not move around easily. You will wear this out after a while if you use it a lot. So I'd recommend one click back, right there. So you get freedom of movement and less damage to right here, which it will still function. But if that matters to you, you're good. Look how smooth this is. This is a modular system. This piece is one piece. Here's another, and here's another. It has 3 pieces to it. Later on down the road, they're going to make things that you can attach to this. Inside here, you got a bolt or a screw. I forget which one. Almost on camera. There we go. Looks kind of like a screw. Oh, or a Torx or star. You want to do that, and the whole thing comes apart into 3 pieces. They'll have other stuff you can do. Right here, quick detach point. Ambidextrous, you can put it on either side you want. So if you run those, you're cool. If you run just a webbing strap, you're cool. You can put it right there. Here you have a little, I'd call it jimping. It's grooved. Pretty cool. You may be wondering, what in the world is this? What is that? What is this? If you're in vehicle-borne operations and you have a sling on your firearm, and this is a true thing, a lot of people in the military use a strap here, a bungee strap, elastic strap, what is it, a ranger band, and they stuff their sling into there. When they're ready to go, they get out, they whip it out. Well, BCM in their knowledge, they put that on there. This is removable, by the way. You take it apart and you can take that out. It's just a piece. That retains the strap you use to hold your sling while you're in a vehicle. Greatly reduces the risk of getting snagged on stuff. One thing I did notice, when this is fully extended, that's with the mil-spec stock, I like it fully extended. I like it all the way out, and it fits me just fine. This one is just a hair too long for me. Whoop. So I take it in one click, and it fits perfect. Butt pad. This is kind of cool. I should have kept this out because I keep going back to it. This doesn't come with a butt pad, obviously. So you feel the recoil every single time you shoot. This has a butt pad. I have not shot it yet, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Take a look at this. They're not quite the same, are they? Pretty close, but not quite. What's kind of nice is this tapers down inward this way. It allows you to get into the pocket of your shoulder, which is just naturally there. If you feel right where your collarbone in the front meets with your shoulder, there's a little pocket there. It works really good. It's a good spot to put your rifle or shotgun. And that is kind of tailored to fit there. If it hooked in even further, it'd be just slightly better, but I have not shot it yet, so I'm not going to say any more on that. It is very durable. I'm very impressed with it. It feels great. It shoulders great. And it just feels ergonomic to me. There's not anywhere really for your hair to get caught, except for right here. But if your hairs are that long, there's not really much you can do other than get a fixed stock. There's one downside to the mil-spec stock, the standard cheapo one. There's a lot of places for your beard hair to get caught in. Yes, Ron, I read your comment. I have not replied to it yet. I have not shaved in a while. I go through phases where I don't like to shave. Probably about 4 or 5 times a year I let my beard grow out. And I'm doing that right now. Bcm Gunfighter stock. So far, I'm giving it an A+ because I really, really like it. Hopefully I can get some range footage. I need to save up some money, get some more ammo, because I'm only keeping my reserve at home in case of a doo-doo hits the fan type of deal. Just keep a little bit at home. So yeah, let me know what you think. Some of you have already chimed in from the first video, but I am super impressed with it so far. I think it looks sexy as hell on there too. What do you think? I really like the way it's looking on there. Thanks for watching, guys. Any questions, comments, smart remarks? Put them down below. Have a great day and be safe.